The name of the documentary is Who is Arthur Chu?
And we have the director, screenwriters with us, Scott Drucker and Wee Gu.
Hi.
Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to
Thanks
see
for having
you.
us.
And we, spelled Y-U, means rain in Chinese.
Correct.
We are learning here at Sunday.
So I felt kind of dumb. It says, "Who is Arthur Chu?" And I thought, I don't know. and then I felt kind of dumb when I looked it up, and I thought, well, I should have known who Arthur Chu is.
It's like pub quiz trivia, kind of, in a way.
He went viral, maybe
He
online.
did. Yeah, and
You
I'm
know him
not,
online.
and I have to admit, I'm not good at. No, people say you didn't see that.
How did you miss
It was
that?
viral. How did you miss that? Well, I just did. He was a Jeopardy winner, an 11-time Jeopardy winner. Now we're very familiar with big-time Jeopardy winner Ken Jennings.
He's from
Yes.
Utah.
From
We
Utah.
interviewed him
We interviewed
actually
him.
in Seattle,
Yeah.
where he lives now.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw most of this film.
Oh, cool.
So I thought, well, I felt dumb because I didn't know who Mr. Chu was. He was pretty controversial as a Jeopardy winner.
Yes.
And tell people why.
He hacked Jeopardy. You know, he's the Jeopardy villain. It's weird because I think that was one of the things that interested us about it. Because like, how could you be a controversial Jeopardy player? Like, how could you break Jeopardy tradition? What's
A
this all
bunch of
about?
ways, as it turns out.
Yeah,
he did a
yeah.
he did
He
a
was
bunch
very
of stuff.
aggressive, and I think that's one thing with Jeopardy. It's known as the gentleman's game. There's this unwritten rules, you know, and he jumped all over the board, confusing everyone, confused Alice Trebek. He was just, you know, jumping on the buzzer, being very aggressive and sort of cutthroat, and I think that's what rubbed people the wrong way.
And now forgive me but I got this impression from your film. He was not very pleasant either. He did not go out of his way to groom himself very well.
No.
He looked he looked kind of unkempt and
Yes.
he was not didn't seem very pleasant.
No, I think he just went on there to win money. You know, because his wife, you know, she has this illness called fibromyalgia. She's disabled. He wanted to go there, win money so that they could have a good life together, you know, start a life together. So
Well, that
he
doesn't
really
sound like a bad guy.
Yeah, he really didn't care. I think that's the thing. He didn't care, and that's also sort of his brand in a way as an Asian American. Like, he allowed himself to break the rules and, you know, be crass and be aggressive.
Outspoken,
So that's
yeah.
what he was doing.
He kind of was breaking the mold of being a good, dutiful Asian American
Yes.
son
Yes.
and a way an Asian American should be. Yeah?
Yes. Yes. In America, yeah.
Now,
you know,
did he allow you to interview him?
Oh,
you
did he ever? Does he ever?
He's got a lot to say.
He's kind of a fame whore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not
That's-
kind of a fame whore. He is a fame whore.
No, it's true. Like, I think for us, we don't see him as a traditional hero in a sense in a film. We see him more of an anti-hero in a way, and sort of a complicated character that you don't know how you feel about him, you know, throughout the film. But that's what makes it interesting, and that's what makes it complicated. Because human beings, that's what we are. We're not perfect.
I didn't dislike him. The film is Who is Arthur Chu. Has he been diagnosed?
That's a good question.
Not that we know of.
But don't you feel like people who are a genius are on that level, you know, who know that much now? His IQ is off the charts. Like, you often have something else that
It's
could
hard.
be there.
It's hard to fit in socially and
Yeah.
interact with people on an everyday basis and make small talk. You know.
He's depicted with his family.
Yes.
That's a kind of odd relationship. His father is an odd fellow himself.
Yes.
But it's a fascinating portrait of a guy who doesn't come across. He's not pleasant, but I didn't dislike him. He's trying really hard to do something meaningful.
Yes. I
Yeah.
love it. I think you really got the essence of our film.
I think
there.
I think it's always the goal too, because you know people could go on television and they can get their fame from just 15 seconds of fame, right? And a lot of times people online, they always try to put you in this box, right? They try to paint this picture of you, and what do they know from you? You know, probably not much. Like, how can you know so much about somebody from 15 seconds on TV? And so our goal was just to like show this illustrate this character, to like just put it on the map and say this is who he is, and then the audience could learn more about him essentially.
Yeah, and I think you kind of hit the nail, whatever, on the head or whatever.
Nail on the head,
when
yeah.
you
That
said-
was right.
Yeah.
when you said he so desperately wants to do something, and that's what he desperately, as an outsider growing up, he desperately wants to fit in. He desperately wants to have a platform and share his voice with the world and change the world. But at the same time, he's kind of trying to also change himself. I think we followed him in a year where, as an adult, you sort of at one point decide that I want to be this person. You make a decision on who you want to be, and he made that decision this year, and he tried really hard to be a better person and to, help change the social good. So I think that's what was interesting in our film.
Yeah, he tried to take this Jeopardy fame and be a better person and change the world, but I think he was not clear in his own mind about how he wanted to change the world.
Yes. And the fact that he had so many sort of unresolved issues and traumas that he went through growing up, that he still had that deep-seated anger with himself, And sometimes it's hard to create something good when you yourself are so troubled and angry.
I can't imagine that he's not up here with you guys.
He hasn't seen the film yet, so
Oh.
yeah, it might be a little sensitive too soon, but
He will eventually.
he will eventually. Yeah.
Maybe a private screening.
Definitely a private screening.
No people.
Yeah.
How's he doing? You know?
He's on Twitter. You should check him out on Twitter if you're on Twitter. Abstract Arthur.
He may be jumping. We like him because he's a character who jumps off the margin of the map, so to speak, and he might be pushing that to a further extreme. So check him out on Twitter. Check him out at Facebook. Whatever he's posting, has a lot to say still.
But he's still figuring it out. He's still figuring it out.
Abstract Arthur. Abstract Arthur, is that his Twitter
Yeah,
name?
that's his Twitter handle, Abstract Arthur. We're Arthur Chu Film.
Who is Arthur Chu? It's with Scott Drucker and
Weegoo.
Weegoo. I looked at the
You nearly
spelling.
did it.
I looked
Yeah,
at the
it's-
spelling. And
Nearly
then,
did it.
Yeah. Rain Goo.
Yes.
It's a slam dance, and is there still a chance for people to see
Tuesday,
it?
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
At
Tomorrow at
1:30.
1:30 up here at the Treasure Mountain Inn up the hill.
And
You
then
can make it despite the snow. You can get there.
I'm,
Well, tomorrow will be
I'm sure you can.
a little bit better.
I hope you can. I'm just looking. I'm wondering how I'm getting home. Good luck. I think you did a nice job at trying to capture something that is very difficult to capture.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who is Arthur Chu?
Yeah.
You have
Thank
to
you.
watch the
Nice-
film to find out.
Who is anybody? Who are we?
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.